Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Shout out to Big Bro Cliff and Tracy on the Mark TV show. Much love for you, but before you come at me, my boy, get your facts right. When Kobe Bryant wasn't doing the Sam Cassell thing. He was doing what they did on Major League Baseball Part 2. He wasn't grabbing his sack like your bum king was doing. Your bum king, let's get it right. Your bum king So, like I said, before you come at me, come with the real. I could tell you didn't listen to the video. I defended LeBron. I told LeBron it's cool for you to do that, but why you do it against a team that's under 500 or not even at 500? Or even if they are, they're not even in the playoffs. You did it against two bum teams. My thing is this. Y'all love to go at Kobe. This is what he did. Well, Kobe did it against the Spurs in 09. The Spurs were over 500, idiot. Idiot. Yeah, I call you an idiot. Because you smoke too much of that green. You letting that green cloud your judgment, young bruh. You going against somebody who knows and watch stuff and understands the game. You didn't even watch the video. I gave him respect. I'm so sick and tired of you LeBron fans trying to tell me what's good, what isn't. Just saying. Now he talking about what Kareem said. You know why Kareem ain't diss Kobe? Because Kobe did it against real teams. Kobe did it against real teams. So I had to address that real quick in the beginning of the video, young Guam. You're not on me level. You're not on me level at all. Go to a bridge, fall off. That's what you need to do. Go to the bridge and fall off. Now, let's get the real news. I had to put him on ice. Let's talk about something real. The Senate boosts debt ceiling by $2.5 trillion and they send it to the House. The U.S. Senate voted to raise the nation's debt ceiling by $2.5 trillion, an amount intended to extend the government's borrowing authority until early 2023. The 50 to 49 party line vote sends the legislation to the House, where Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said he plans to hold the vote Tuesday and send it to President Joe Biden for his signature. Responsible governing has won on this exceedingly important issue. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said on the Senate floor before the vote, the American people can breathe easy and rest assured there will not be a default. The current federal debt is $28.9 trillion, and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has warned that the government could have the difficulty meeting its obligations after the December 15th deadline. Though outside analysts have said the government has a bit more time, the Senate is over here acting as a result of legislation Congress approved which was last week establishing a one-time process to fast-track the measure by shielding it from the threat of a GOP filibuster in the 50-50 Senate and allowing it to pass with a simple majority. Congress added $480 billion to the U.S. debt ceiling in October after weeks of partisans, sniping at unnerved investors. This time, Schumer and Minority Leader Mitch McConnell agreed on a process that allows the debt ceiling to be lifted without any Republicans having to vote for it. The increase was made possible after 14 Republicans last week voted to advance the one-time provision allowing a debt ceiling increase without a filibuster. Democrats have wanted to transform the country alone. They want to print and borrow trillion after trillion on their own. They want to create even more inflation on their own. So as Republicans have made clear for months, they will have to own the debt ceiling increase as well. McConnell said last week, Democrats technically could have increased the debt ceiling by any amount and Republicans would have been powerless to stop passage. Some progressive lawmakers argue that it should have been such a high dollar amount to render the debt limit meaningless. Senator Dick Durbin, the number 2 Democrat in the chamber, said the $2.5 trillion figure was part of the agreement with Republicans to set up the simple majority vote. The bill's passage set up another showdown on the debt ceiling as soon as November 2022. If Democrats lose their majority in the midterm elections, they may try to raise the ceiling again to avoid Republicans holding it hostage for spending cuts once Republicans take over. Boosting the debt limit will allow the Treasury to replenish its depleted stockpile of cash and remove the risk of non-payment for government securities. Political wrangling over the issue had seen traders impose discounts on Treasuries maturing in the later half of December. Those discounts were rolled back after the news of the debt ceiling plan, with yields on Treasury bills maturing during the second half of December, dropping as much as 5 basis points. Democrats successfully rebuffed GOP efforts to force them to use the so-called budget reconciliation process, which they used for a March pandemic relief bill and are deploying for a $1.6 trillion social spending bill. To boost the debt ceiling, that route would have involved substantially more parliamentary maneuvering amid a year-end calendar already burdened with tasks for the legislator. Updates with the votes, McConnell quoting 7, 8 paragraphs, an earlier version corrected amount of current debt in 4 paragraphs. And this here, shout out by Laura Litman and Eric Watson for giving this story, producing it. Hold on real quick. Oh, goodness. All right. I had to tell my boy Cliff, shout out to him. Make sure y'all go support his page, On the Mark, Cliff and Tracy Show on Facebook. They go every Monday. Real show, real things. I had to tell this man I defended LeBron. All I said was I had a problem with it was against a team that was trash. These LeBron fans don't listen. They love to jump and leap before they listen. And it's like, oh my gosh, dog. This is why I tell people, listen and look at the whole totality before you jump in against me, because I'm going to put you on ice. I'm going to put you on ice. So, now, with this boost in the, basically this boost here, this was just some news to give you guys. This boost and everything of the debt and all that, basically, it shows that the Democrats, what are they doing? What are the Democrats doing? Basically the house Negro congregation of the world. That's what they are. That's what they do. That's what they are, and that's what they continue to do. The Democrats have always, when they got in, gone off of a belief or an idea. Instead of going to get it done, they like to play around with it, say something. They only go towards those who benefit them. They've never done anything for blacks because they know that we're dumb as hell and we're going to just vote for them so they don't have to worry about our vote. They just come around when it's time to be voted for. Because you dumbass Negroes love to walk over there and kiss their ass. I don't. Now, they raised the debt because we don't have any money. This nation hasn't had money for decades, for millennia. We've always been broke. But yet, they'll try to tell you everything's cool. Everything is okay. No, it's not. It's not okay. We've always lost money. When the Democrats are in office, things don't get done but agendas. They don't do their job to help the economy or help grow the system. Now, some of them do. Some of them don't agree with some of the Democrats. That's why I try to tell you, Democrats and Republicans are under one rule. That's it. They're under one rule. Republicans, some of them are dreamy just like some Democrats, but you have some Republicans like some Democrats who want to get the job done and want to get to a solution. We're in debt. China and Russia, all them countries have been buying land off of us for us to pay some of our debt off, and we still are in the hole. China could actually come and buy the whole US of A if they wanted to. They're way above $1 trillion some dollars. We're way below. They could come and buy everything off of us. That's why we work with China. That's why they had a problem with Trump, because he was beefing with China, because China basically, how I feel, China was trying to get certain things done and Trump was trying to cut it off because Russia was more in his pocket, which is the truth. So all I'm saying is this. We have to stop being stuck on stupid. They raised the debt ceiling so we don't have to be forced to have to pay everything right here and there. Now, I could be wrong with the information I got. If you guys disagree, please respectfully put in the comment section how you feel. If you're disrespectful, I will block you and you will not be back. We can have an honest conversation amongst one another. So they're raising this debt ceiling is because we owe a lot of money. And to continue to push it back like we've always done for the past decades, we're going to raise the debt ceiling. So thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can go to the description box, press the link to the Cash App. You could donate $1. You could donate $1 million. Whatever you can give is much appreciated. Thank you for listening, and we're out. Deezy.